everyone. In today's video I thought I would show you my top 5 personal development books. So anything that's going to improve your life in whatever way. I like to range my personal development books for so like building businesses, anything to do with building businesses, people's stories of building businesses and things like that. And I also like to read about mindfulness and things like that, just because I feel like if you're not strong mentally, if you're not mentally strong, then a lot of areas of your life aren't going to be the best they can be, really. But especially for building businesses, building business is probably maybe one of the hardest things that anyone will ever try to do. So if you're not mentally strong, then you're not going to go very far, because there is going to be pushbacks and setbacks, and you could completely fail and have to start with a whole different idea. So yeah, improving your mental health, just improving your overall state is something that I think is very important. So while we're on that topic, I have spoken about this book before, but I'm going to mention it again. And it is The Longevity Book by Cameron Diaz. And I think a lot of people have released books like this, and there is a lot of books out there. But I just love this one. I love how much scientific detail she goes into it with. It's not just, you should do this because it's gonna improve your life, you should do this because it's gonna make your body feel better. She explains scientifically why it will work, and I think it's amazing. And I'm like a book freak, so I love the way it's like a textbook and not an ordinary book, if that makes sense. So it's set out in different sections. Anyway, I just love that. But yeah, like I said, I just love the way all the science, it is like a textbook, and it is so informative. If you think you know how to look after your body, read this, you will realise you don't. It is honestly amazing. So The Longevity Book, Live Stronger, Live Better, The Art of Aging Well. I know I'm only 22. But why not start and looking after yourself now? By starting now when you're young, you're adding years to your life. You're literally giving yourself time to spend doing whatever you want with your kids, traveling. If you don't look after your body and you get to the age of 50, 60, 70, you're not going to be able to go and do these fun things and spend time with your family or go traveling. And that is something I aspire to do. So if I start looking after my body now, I'm literally giving myself time, because I'm extending my life. That's what I think anyway. So yeah, book number 1. So going on to business, I suppose, I absolutely loved this Richard Branson Losing My Virginity, his autobiography. I think it's good to read successful people's autobiographies, because then you'll realise that they didn't just get to where they are overnight. It wasn't handed to them. They worked their butts off for it, and they had a lot of setbacks. And reading this man had a lot of setbacks, and look at where he is today, virgin, right? So honestly, I would recommend this, because maybe you're wanting to build a business, or you are building a business and you're struggling. Everyone struggles. Everyone that's up there has gone through it all, and I think this is a really good read, just for motivation to keep going, to be fair, because his setbacks weren't just like, oh okay, well like try again tomorrow or whatever. His setbacks were huge, and I think it's just amazing what he's achieved. Another one is Beach Money by Jordan Adler. Basically, I love this book because beach money, you want to be making money while sitting on a beach or lying around a pool, spending time with your family, and you don't have to go and work 9 till 5 or whatever it is to make your money. You want to, what is the phrase? What is the quote? You don't want to work for your money, you want your money working for you. And I think that is something to remember. I think that is so important to remember because I don't want to be going off to work and leaving my kids, and just because I didn't put the work in now to be able to spend time with them or go on holiday with them because I can't afford to. I want to still be making money while I'm doing that. I want them to see me all the time, but I want them to see me as successfully making money. You don't work for the money works for you. That's good. Next one is Live Your Dreams, Les Brown. I love Les Brown. If you haven't listened to him, then just YouTube him because he is such a good motivational speaker. He actually came to London on my birthday and I really wanted to go and see him, but I couldn't. So yeah, I just love him. And the top is, you gotta be hungry, and you do. It is so true. If you don't 100% know where you want to be or know your reasons behind it, you're not going to be motivated enough to go out and do what you need to do. And I always think if you do lack motivation in what you're doing, that it's probably something you shouldn't be doing. Or if you honestly believe it is, then you just need to remember the reasons you started it in the first place. Like obviously mine is my family, so if ever I'm thinking, oh, I don't know if I can do it or things like that, I look at my daughter and I think that of course I can, because I'm not going to let her down and I'm going to do everything I can to provide the life I want to give her. So yeah, you've got to be hungry. Go after what you want as if your life depended on it, because it does. And I love that quote. Go after what you want as if your life depended on it, because it does. That is just so, so true. After all, it is your life. Whatever you're trying to achieve, it is your life. And for me, if I didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve, yeah, like my life depends on it. Children will depend on it. And that is something I've always got to remember. Go and check him out on YouTube first, because it's just such an amazing speaker. And my number one, my ultimate favourite book at the minute, I can't find. So I think Daniel has taken it to work or something. But that is The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. And this, honestly, if you can read any book, if you can only read one book that's going to get your butt into gear, then I would read The 10X Rule, because he writes as if he's talking to you, and he doesn't dilly-dally or shy away from saying like you need to get into gear, you need to just do it, like there's no other option. But I have actually just recently started writing my favourite quotes in a notebook, and I started with The 10X Rule. So since I can't find the actual book, I will read a couple of my favourite quotes from there, because some of them are so powerful but so simple, but they stick in your mind. So this one: in order to get to the next level of whatever you're doing, you must think and act in a widely different way than you previously have been. You cannot get to the next phase of a project without a grander mindset, more acceleration and more horsepower. And basically the whole idea of this book, and along with this quote, is you have an idea of where you want to be. So you're here, you want to be here. You want to aim to be all the way up here, because what is the point of just aiming here? You can get there, but then you're going to limit yourself because, oh, you're like, yeah, this is where I want to be. If you aim to get up here, you're going to go past this and then see what other opportunities and what your life can be like up here. And why wouldn't you want to live the best life that you can? So I do think that's very important. So yeah, it's called the 10x rule. It's quite self-explanatory really. So you basically just do 10 times more of whatever you're going to do. So say you are part of a multi-level marketing business, and you've got to talk to 5 people a day, doing whatever you're doing, pitching to them or whatever. So you would have 5 people a day, so then you would 10x that and turn that into 50 people a day, because you want to go bigger and better, pretty much. So what else have we got? We go, never reduce a target, instead increase actions. That I think is very important, because it's going to be hard work to get to where your 10x goals are, or your goals. And just because it's going to be hard work, some people will think that they can't get there and they'll reduce their goals. Why? Do not do that. All you've got to do is just work harder, and then even if it's work harder for just a couple of years, it's going to be so worth it for the rest of your life. There's a quote in the book that I have written in here that literally just says, "Don't be a little bitch." And I love that. This is what I mean by his writing style. It's just to the point. And I think with some people, without the right mindset, if you said that to someone, then they're going to be like, "Excuse me?" They just get so offended. And I hate that. I have read quite a few of these books. We've got a load behind if you can't see, and then there's some more elsewhere. But I'm constantly looking at new books to read. I'm listening to videos. Someone else that I would go and listen to is Tony Robbins, because I think he's another amazing person. Maybe I'll do another video in talking about specific people to go and stalk and look up. But that is my top 5 favourite books at the minute. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard to pick 5 because I've read a lot that I love, but definitely the 10x rule. Oh look, we have one of his stickers. Oh, we have 2 of his stickers. We've got 10x's and success is my duty. Honestly, go and read the 10x rule. It is so good, and that is the one I'd recommend. If you're only going to read one, read that one. So that is it from me. I will link those books below if I can, if you want to go and take a look at them. I would highly recommend them. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.